Well, welcome back once again to AEHL Rinkside. Troy Gillard with you one more time. Our good buddy Aaron Rawlake is here once again. And Aaron, this time around, you've got some pretty exciting news to share with the audience. Why don't you get us into that big announcement you've got coming?
Yeah, Troy, thanks again for having me. It's always good to catch up, but we're here today to announce over the past season, we ran the 13 AAA pilot project in the north, in the capital and northern region of the province. And we're officially going to expand all the way through the province and include the entirety of the Hockey Alberta landscape, bringing in 13 AAA for 25-26.
That's very exciting. So for those who weren't familiar with the pilot project that's been going up until this point, why don't you just kind of catch us up into all of the work that's gotten us to this point where you're making this announcement?
Yeah, it really came out of conversation with membership and really was a chance to really reflect and enact the values of Hockey Alberta. And we really touched on three of them in communication. So the members telling us what they wanted, innovation, making a new section of the league and running a pilot project and really monitoring it to see how it worked, and collaboration, working with the members to make sure this is acceptable, that everything is going to go. So, I mean, we're really proud to announce that we're going to have 32 13U AAA teams across the province next season.
Very exciting. And that's a good number of teams there. That's more than what you will see at the U15 and U18 AAA level. So what made 32 the right number for this?
Well, and it'll be split. So we're going to have 16 in the north, 16 in the south, and we're working through the parameters right now, how the league structure is going to work, but we'll get to that here in the next couple of weeks. But in comparison to 15, 17, and 18 AAA, we feel it fits the pyramid. It gives the strong base, but also numbers are just larger at 13U in terms of registrations across the province. So one of our key indicators is looking at 15% of our players playing at the elite level. And this fit that model with the numbers of players in U13 now as first years, and then entering into U13 next year and subsequent years after that.
That's awesome. And you've got a real tremendous number of U13 athletes across the province. So this seems like it comes at a good time to make this move.
Well, I think so, and we're, we want to service the top athletes through the AEHL, and that's exactly what we're going through here. Having AAA and AA under one umbrella, providing that opportunity for them. And we really feel that this fits, geographically at 13 triple, players are not going to have to travel more than an hour to be part of a 13 AAA team, with the exception of a couple tiny pockets in the province that just didn't work in terms of the setup. But we'll work through that. We really feel this is kind of all encompassing, and it gives those young athletes an opportunity to get to the top level and get their feet wet in elite hockey as they move through, hopefully, the 15, 17, 16 double and 18 programs.
That's exciting. So at this point, do you know exactly how you're going to go about finding the 32 markets, the 16 North, 16 South? Is that going to be a fairly easy process, do you think, or how are you going to go about selecting these different markets?
Well, we sat down, so we had a work group spread out from members of across the province, and we kind of identified who was going to be part of it. And we've reached out to those minor hockey associations and got their expression of interest. We worked with a couple of them to make sure that this will work for them, as well as, making sure they have the manpower and the ice availability to make this happen. So the response has been overwhelmingly positive. We've just really got one more area. By the time this airs, I'm sure that will all be done, and we'll have everything locked out with where those franchises are going to be placed.
Awesome. Can't wait to find out about that. That's going to be real exciting. Just in terms of the strong base, how do you think this is going to have an effect on AA? I know that that's still going to be supported going forward, but what do you see the impact being there?
Yeah, so AA is going to have 42 teams in 25-26. So every zone or every area is going to have 2 U13 triples and 2 to 3 AA teams. So it's really not going to change their numbers very much. And then the total getting up to 74 elite U13 teams really does align with where U15 is right now at 73. And U15 as a whole will be a project for the work group to look at the start of next season and review how that looks in the landscape of Hockey Alberta.
That's awesome. And I have no doubt that throughout this entire process, the communication with everybody involved is going to be front and center, so everyone will be in the know about this exciting new vision going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's going to be laid out to membership, of course. The MHAs that are hosting, kind of, I'll call it the general population of players, right from U5, U7, all the way up to U18. It'd be a full member announcement. And of course, we love for everybody to keep an eye on the AEHL on Instagram, the AFHL on Instagram, as well as on X for both those entities. Announcements will come through there on our website, Hockey Alberta's website. It'll be all encompassing, and everybody will be kept in loop.
U13 AAA starting next year. That's gonna be a lot of fun for sure. Hey, just in general, we're into February now. That's when the hockey season really starts to get exciting as the regular season winds down and the playoffs are upcoming here. I imagine it's a lot of fun right now with the AEHL as the postseason
Yeah,
gets closer.
I would say probably the only person that isn't having the most amount of fun is our ice scheduler, who helps make all this happen. But shout out to Tracy. She does an excellent job of communicating with all of the MHAs, and everybody's there and kind of giving them the heads up of the time frames and stuff. So yeah, we're heading into playoff season. It is an exciting time of the year. We've got teams with real opportunities, to go right through. Our hosts are ready to go for the provincial championships, as well as we're really lucky this year where Lloydminster is going to be hosting the 18U Women's National Championship, the ESO Cup. So the Lloydminster Steelers will represent as the host, and then hopefully the winner of Alberta will lay beating on BC, and we'll have two teams there. So that's we're looking forward to that.
That's right. Yeah, not just provincials, but to regionals and nationals on the horizon as well. And hopefully some Alberta teams can make a deep run this year. That would certainly make things even more fun.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, this has been great to learn all about it. U13 AAA going province-wide starting next season. Aaron, thanks for this. Always appreciate the chats and have fun with playoffs.
Thanks so much, Troy. Good luck with the rest of your season with the Rebels, and I'm sure we'll chat with you real soon.